Hi everybody, this is Cynthia and welcome to my space where everything is tikitibu. One more video today, one more, and then I'll be done. So I wanted to talk about another skincare line that I do carry. I've had this line since November 2019 is when I really started exploring it, discovering it, and then bringing it on. It's called Osmosis Beauty. So what I'm going to talk about today is their retinol serums. And it's not retinol OL, it's retinol AL, retinaldehyde. They make some really awesome retinaldehyde serums. And the difference is, actually I saw this, we have a mastermind, like an Osmosis professional group, and there was one esthetician, I've got to find her name. She gave the most concise explanation of the difference between a retinaldehyde and a retinol OL. So here's the skinny. Retinols are actually vitamin A's that can be irritating. It's like retin A isn't retinol, and there are also retinols in like over-the-counter serums. And they can be irritating simply because they sit on the surface of the skin, and then the skin absorbs them in, and then the skin has to convert it to a form that it can use. So what is on the skin actually irritates the skin before it's converted. And that's why you get the dryness and the flaking. And it takes time to build up to using your retin A or your retinol serum to the point where you're not flaking anymore, because you will have that kind of build-up period that you need to go through. A lot of my clients will experience flaking. Sometimes it's all over the face. Sometimes I had one client, she only had it on her chin. Everywhere else on her face was fine, and she was only flaking on her chin. With those serums, it's this slow kind of buildup. So you might use it once at night, every other day or every 2 days. And then you build in another night. And then until you get to the point where you can use it every day, or you might not be able to use it every day because it's too irritating. And that's what my clients have found, that it's pretty irritating. And with retinol, regular like retinol OL serums, you cannot use it during the day. It is a serum that you can only use at night because it is irritating and it does cause flaking on the skin, and it makes you photosensitive. So when you go out, you will sunburn a lot more easily. So with retinaldehyde serums, you don't have those issues. They're non-irritating, particularly the Osmosis Retinaldehyde serums. They're non-irritating. I can use my retinaldehyde serum. I use the Correct. I can use that twice a day, and I still don't have any flaking. I have zero irritation. I've been able to use them in this, even during the day. And the reason is, retinaldehyde is actually a form of vitamin A that's readily available for the skin to use. So once you put it on, and it absorbs, and then your skin can use it and store it right away. So there is no conversion to a usable form. The other thing that makes the Osmosis Retinaldehyde serum special is the delivery system. They use a liposomal delivery system, so it actually takes the serum into the skin more deeply. So it's going where it needs to be, so it's not sitting on the surface to irritate the skin. They come in 4 different formulations. Take that back, 4. So I have the Calm, which is the lower percentage of serum of retinaldehyde, and then the Clarify, which is for acne prone skin. And I also have with me on the shelf Correct. I believe the Correct has 0.75. I'll have to look that up for you guys, and then I'll come back and give you the percentages. And they also have Renew, which is the highest percentage of retinaldehyde that they carry, that they put into their formulations. So it's pretty easy to use these guys. They're actually really concentrated. You don't need a whole lot. The order that you would put them in, you want, if this is the only serum, because I have a lot of clients can only have time for 1 or 2 serums. because they're busy, you know, and they don't want to spend a lot of time putting a million serums on in 20 steps. So for those of you who are only really using just this serum as your anti-aging serum, then you would cleanse your skin, apply the, I'll do the clarify, apply the retinaldehyde serum, and then you would put your moisturizer on over. Now with the osmosis serums, you don't need a lot. I don't even use a full pump of this stuff. I use a partial pump, and I will show you. So let's do here. I do a little, even that is a lot for me personally. I might even do half that amount, right? And what I also do, they have a couple of boosters, a couple of, I can't even say that they're toners. They're spritzes that allow the serum to sink in better. Let me get one, hold on. So, they have two kinds of mists. One is the Boost, which is for drier skin that's needs some anti-aging. It's got a little hyaluronic acid. And they have their Infuse that's better for if you have acne. Now, since I'm using the Clarify Retinaldehyde Serum for acne, I'm going to use the Infuse mist. It's an activating mist. So what you do is you have your little dollop there. This is actually a whole lot. I would seriously only do like half to a quarter of what came out of that pump. That's a lot. Spritz. And then mix and massage into your skin. You can pat. I think I've gone over this with another video where you do the brownie method, pat, 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 then connect the dots. I'm not going to put this on my skin because I don't have acneic skin, and this might be a little much for me, although I am using the correct. I got it on now, I just don't want to put extra on. And then you apply it to your face where you're breaking out. Retinaldehyde and Retin-A, they both are really good for acne. A lot of dermatologists, my clients' dermatologists, will prescribe Retin-A for acne. This is a form, retinaldehyde is a form of vitamin A. So it's anti-aging, helps with fine lines and wrinkles, helps build collagen, but it also slows down the amount of junk your skin makes, the amount of oil your skin makes, so that you're not making as much and therefore not breaking out as much. So this is also really great for acne, retinaldehyde serums. If you're going to use a retinaldehyde serum, do not use anything with salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide, because this retinaldehyde, it's active enough already, and it's doing the same job, right? So even my clients who are using, so if a client comes to me for a facial and they're already, say, using a prescription strength Retin-A, there's so many things I can't do, and one of them is to use anything with salicylic acid, because this is already exfoliating. Salicylic acid is exfoliating, and it's just going to be overly drying and overly irritating for your skin. So you almost have to make a choice. And in that case, you can get a sample, try it, see if you like it. Try, because I did a video with a buy on salicylic acid. Try that and see what works best for you. I'm finding that my clients are liking this a lot, and it's helping control their acne and keep that oil down so that they're not making as many little whiteheads and blackheads that will eventually become or can become breakouts. So that's it. This is really easy to use. Start slowly. If you're not going to use, even if you're going to use the lowest level of retinaldehyde, always start slowly. So start using it at night and maybe do it every 2 or 3 days, then build up to using it every night. And once you're good with using it every night, then you can try it morning and night. Now, if you've used a vitamin A serum that was prescribed by your doctor, or if you used a retinol serum, over-the-counter retinol serum in the past, then you can probably go ahead and rest assured that you're going to be, it's not going to be irritating to your skin. But if you've never used a vitamin A or a retinol or retinaldehyde before, I would suggest really phasing in the usage slowly to avoid any irritation. So that's it. Super easy to use. Very nice serum. I use mine morning and night, and I really love it. And yeah, that's it. Osmosis has other products. So does, as does Bion and Eminence. So these videos are primarily for everyone's consumption, but a lot of my clients always have a question as to how to use a specific product. And that's why I'm making these videos, because text message sometimes doesn't cut it, and explaining it over the phone doesn't cut it, but seeing it and hearing it is so much better. So I hope you like this video. I hope it's useful to you. You can go ahead, if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments section and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And have an awesome day.